doesn't matter what you think.
I think it doesn't matter if you're accurate or not, because whatever you say, I'm entertained because you're acting like crazy lunatic.
I'm a crazy lunatic? Greg Doucette is calling me a crazy lunatic? Friends, recently I did a full day of eating, a special one where I ate like IFBB Pro Coach Greg Doucette. And guess what? He did a video reviewing my video, and this is my review of his review of my video. Oh, I'm confused. We're gonna watch the video and we're gonna respond to the coach. Let's do it.
And not only that, she recovered from type 2 diabetes and a binge eating disorder.
On Instagram, it says the Colette's couple, Nicole and Kyle. That means 2, down 130 pounds each. I know it gets a little confusing because Instagram doesn't let you explain too much. It doesn't give you much room to write. So it's actually my husband, Kyle, that reversed type 2 diabetes. However, I reversed sleep apnea, I reversed some of my PCOS symptoms, I fixed knee problems, back problems, and plantar fasciitis by losing 130 pounds. And it was also me that recovered from a binge eating disorder. Can you smell what the Coach Greg is cooking?
You've never actually seen The Rock, have you?
She may or may not need to work on her costume and dressing attire. Not sure how much time she spent drawing "I'm not a doctor" on her shirt. But I'm thinking it could have been a little bit more effort in that department. But oh well, it makes the point.
Is it normal to react to yourself?
I don't know, this whole reaction response thing is kind of weird, but YouTubers do this thing.
No wonder he calls me a weirdo.
You've never watched yourself back before?
I have, but I don't know. I'm a weirdo on there. Guess what? It took me 12 years to make that "I'm not a doctor" shirt.
That's pretty good.
Would you like me? Maybe next time I'll have to put glitter on it. You are going to be hungry. That's normal. So when you're eating lower calorie, lower fat foods, you can actually eat more volumes of it.
Because when you're in a deficit, you are gonna get hungry. We all know ghrellin's coming for you. You know what's gonna do, punch you in the face. You gotta keep it at bay by filling up your stomach with foods that taste good, that are filling.
The spitting. There was a comment that said that Nicole is like Coach Greg minus the spitting.
Maybe you can change that, work on that one day.
I'll try.
And she's gonna show you how she does that.
And some of the stuff you're gonna see, it's gonna look like not much in the beginning, and then it's gonna be huge, and you're gonna feel satisfied and full.
That's what she said. Right, guys? That's what they said. Right, guys?
That sounds like a dad joke.
Do you think he's ever gonna tire of the "that's what she said"?
How long did I run with that joke? 10 years?
You still do.
Oh, yeah. Well, if you eat high-fat diet, you only get this much. If you eat low-fat, low-calorie, you get big much.
You do get big much. All right, so come along.
So they're inventing words. If you eat all this healthy fats, which yeah, it's healthy, but you get this much. But if you eat lower fat foods and more voluminous, you get to eat big much.
We made Coach Greg use our language. Big much. We got some bread. Now, Coach Greg uses regular white bread.
She bleeped out ass on regular ass bread. You're allowed to say the word ass. It's not that bad of a word.
Okay, first of all, maybe you can say ass. No, ass is not a bad word. I know this. However, people that have under 600,000 subscribers, YouTube does not let them say certain words, and ass is one of them. So we have to bleep out ass because I can't say ass or nobody will see our videos. I need to have the thins because I need to eat less calories than last time to lose weight.
You're allowed to eat fewer slices. They don't need to be thinner. Instead of eating 8, you can eat 6. Instead of eating 4, you can eat 3. It's not rocket science. You eat fewer slices of bread.
Oh gosh, I knew he wasn't gonna like the thin bread.
We actually talked about that as we were filming. We're like, okay, we get the thins for a reason, which Nicole will tell you, but we knew he was gonna yell at us for that.
We already knew when we filmed the video, oh gosh, he is not gonna like the thin bread. However, there's a reason that for 2 slices of regular ass white bread, his words, it's about 170 calories. For 2 of the thin slices that I use, it's 130 to 140. So I'm in a calorie deficit right now because I'm trying to lean out. So 30 calories to save that on bread is really good because I can spread that and use it on something else in the rest of my day. And it's also a mental thing. Sure, I could eat regular white bread and just eat 1 piece, but I get 2 with the thins, and 1 wouldn't be enough, and mentally 2 is bigger much than 1. So that's why I do the thins.
We always like to have more for the same or less calories, right? So it's a huge mental thing.
Yeah, and like there's nothing wrong with the regular bread. We just prefer the thins because we can have more of them for fewer calories. And these are whole wheat. Now, the only reason that they're whole wheat is because they were out of the white ones at the store.
Stores don't run out of white bread. No, they don't. I don't believe you. You need to search harder than last time. Come on.
He does not believe me about the white bread. I mean the white thin bread. Of course they don't get, I think I just spit.
You're getting there.
Of course they don't run out of regular white bread at the store, but they do run out of the regular, no, but they do run out of the thin white slices. Sometimes they have the whole wheat, sometimes they have the white slices of the thins. They never have both at the same time. That's what I'm talking about, baby. You know, we get in trouble in the comments all the time, just like Coach Greg does, about the chemicals and the processed sweeteners that we use. And Kyle and I, through our entire weight loss journey, have always used those things, the sugar-free syrups, the sweeteners, all the processed things with chemicals in them, because they help us look forward to our diet. Every time that we add a little bit of sugar-free chocolate syrup or some French vanilla sweetener or any kind of thing that people term as bad because it's a chemical, it actually helps us. So we decided to pick our battles. And being 130 pounds overweight and super unhealthy and battling a ton of diseases, we chose using sucralose or sweeteners and chemicals in the Walden Farm syrup over being way overweight and unhealthy.
Yeah, the chemicals never hurt us as much or at all actually. Being 130 pounds overweight gave us massive medical problems.
Yeah, and we are so much happier and we stay on track and we look forward to our food because we let ourselves have those things. And that's really important to us. So we let everybody say, chemicals are bad, and we continue to love our food. Just a splink of vanilla. Boop, about a teaspoon, I would say.
She's got a lot of sound effects, and she's doing a lot of guessing. Pinch of this, and a bloop of that, and a whatever. Just mix it up.
He likes my sound effects.
Welcome to my world, Greg.
I always like beeping around. Even Kyle calls it my beeping. I'm going weet weet all day. And also, he said I just mixing and measuring and splinking stuff in. And yes, the reason is because this is my 8th year in my weight loss journey. And I have measured things for so long that sweetener, cinnamon, vanilla, anything like that, I just go by eye now because I know kind of what I'm looking for, what kind of measurements I'm looking for without needing teaspoons or anything to measure it. However, anything else, like the egg whites or whatever else I use, cottage cheese, yogurt, I measure all of those things still.
But notice she measured out exactly 1/3 a cup of egg whites. I think she should have put at least a half a cup egg whites in there. But whatever, it's okay.
And then we're gonna...
And then.
It looks mixed, because that's what Coach Greg says. The whole wheat bread, at least, soaks up the egg whites a lot better when it's frozen. I don't even have to thaw it out.
No, if it absorbed it so well, why are you only using the third cup?
I got in trouble for only using a third a cup of egg whites. I'll explain, because at the end of the day, I take in about 160 grams of protein with only using a third cup of egg whites, because everything else in my diet is protein filled. So, Coach Greg, you himself say 1 gram of protein per pound of body weight. I'm only 150 pounds and I eat 160 grams of protein. What do you want me to do? Eat more protein and be a full protein circle? Don't feel like you're dieting, because everything is so good. Like, we're gonna eat French toast for breakfast with really good berries and yogurt, and
Later we're gonna eat ice cream.
and pizza.
She's so pumped up and animated. She's loving this diet. She can't wait to eat ice cream later. She's loving the fact that she eats French toast. You can tell how excited this is. That's how you should all see about your food.
That's how you should all see about your food. Coach Greg is so right. That's why one of the reasons why I chose to do a full day of eating like Coach Greg, because his diet is so similar to ours, and he eats very similar to how we ate and still eat when we were losing weight, because it's so important to love your food, like I mentioned earlier. And he says, like, I'm so pumped, and that's true. I am so happy because I love what I'm eating. Loving what I'm eating makes me want to love to choose what I'm doing for exercise. It makes me look forward to every meal. It makes me want to stay on track. And of course, I give myself regular treats every once in a while, but because I allow myself what I love during the week, I often don't really want many treats, because I feel like I'm having treats all the time, eating popcorn and protein ice cream and protein pizza. So it's about loving what you eat and loving what you do for exercise. And he is so right on that. And the other thing is, when you love those things and you're feeling good and you're losing weight and you're feeling healthy and you're taking care of your body, it sort of flows into every area of your life. So then you're going to be happy and have a lust for life in everything, because most of your day when you're eating and you're exercising, you're loving it. So it goes everywhere in your life. I have some frozen blueberries here. Now, Coach Greg actually cooks his blueberries in his French toast. I'm just gonna top.
Yeah, Coach Greg, he cooks his blueberries on the pan. I'm just gonna do it the wrong way because Coach Greg isn't an expert on this. No. Well, that's fine. I mean, you don't have to do it the way I do. There's no rules. My way's just the best way, that's all.
I got in trouble for putting my blueberries on my French toast instead of cooking them in the pan. There's no rules, but you are doing it wrong.
Another thing that we're very similar to Coach Greg with is we don't care about sweeteners and we don't care about sodium.
And we don't care about chemicals.
Right.
Pretty sure it's obvious from how they're acting.
Baby Hanky, you always gotta come in the video and be loud.
And he's got a baby Hanky. We got a baby Nakey, they got a baby Hanky. Is anyone's skin crawling from her scraping her mug with the spoon? Ugh, I can feel that from over here.
He hates my spoon scraping. I never mean to do it, but I always, sassy Kyle behind the camera always says, are you trying to make them deaf or something?
And we love that Hank is more famous than us now too.
Coach Greg loves our baby Hanky. We call him baby Hanky because we like baby Nakey, but his real name is Hank. Today we're gonna take it up a notch.
Getting wild.
Strawberry, getting wild, drizzle it on, let's go. Oh yeah.
And so like me, she's got French toast, Greek yogurt, and berries. I do that quite often. The blueberries went on top of the Greek yogurt. Nothing wrong with that. It's just a different way to do it. I love the blueberries cooked into the bread. Try that next time, see what you think.
This makes me wanna dance, guys.
That's dancing.
Yep.
And like Allie, she's doing a little happy food dance. She likes to do the food dance. Allie does that mostly when she's eating pizzas, pickle pizzas, and so on.
He likes my food dance. I'm like Allie. This is how you do the food dance if you don't know. Wait, first you take a bite. Take a bite.
It's only if you like your food, too.
Yeah, you have to like your food. So you take a bite, and then, because it's so good. Just an estimate. I'm not a scientist.
Or a doctor.
Or a doctor.
Or a mathematician. Or a stats major. And this girl's neat calorie expenditure is through the roof. She's going for a walk, but she's dancing around doing side jumps and stuff. She's burning off a lot of calories. This girl's hyper. When you're hyper like that, your metabolism is rocking. It's burning a lot of calories. A lot of you just think, oh, I'm dieting and I'm burning off this many calories. If you just sit around on your ass all day and don't move, you're not going to burn a lot of calories.
I like that he thinks I'm hyper. See, lust for life. When you love what you're eating and you love what you're doing for exercising, you just can't help it. He thinks I'm hyper, and he's right, because I got a lust for life. When I was 275 pounds and I was struggling with binge eating disorder, I had sleep apnea, I had all these medical issues that made it really hard for me to function on a daily basis. I had no energy. I would crash at the end of the night, falling asleep because all I was doing was stuffing food to hide my emotions so that I didn't have to deal with them, and it was exhausting. And carrying around all that extra weight all day was also exhausting. And I was miserable and unhealthy, and I could barely breathe when I was walking up the stairs. I couldn't bend down to tie my shoes. I did not have a lust for life. When we made the decision to change and we started loving our food, and we were eating french fries and pizza and donuts and ice cream and cookies, we were just doing what Coach Greg does and making lower calorie, healthier versions of them and portioning it all out. We loved what we were doing, and we started losing weight, and our health problems started solving almost immediately. And now I have a lust for life. I've recovered and healed from so much, and so has Kyle. And it's all because we made the choice to love our food and love what we do for exercise. All right, I'm back from my exercise, doing my cardio, and I'm starving, and it's time to eat lunch.
And she's clearly watched a lot of videos because she said, exercise like me, exercise. Maybe later she'll eat some potatoes.
I love potatoes. I couldn't find full-size ones, so that's why I got 2.
That's what she said.
I'm just gonna cut this in half. And
She better not say that, though.
half on here.
No. I know there's no rules, but come on. You don't cut a freaking chicken burger in half and put half on one wrap and half on the other without cutting it into little pieces. It's all gonna be centered in the middle. You want it spread out. You want some chicken goodness in every single bite.
Is it safe?
Yes, it's okay.
I couldn't cut the chicken burger into tiny little pieces to have chicken goodness in the whole thing because I could only find the very small wraps. That's what she said. And because they were small, they didn't fold very well. And so if I would have cut them into small pieces, it would have fallen chicken goodness all over the floor and none in my mouth.
That's what she said.
Try it. It's amazing.
Sounds like she's talking about my cookbook, but she's referring to her diet pop.
It's a bit of a messy extravaganza, guys, but it is delicioso.
She needs to work on her wrapping ability. You gotta fold better than that. This woman isn't a child. How come she can't wrap the way she can make a bed? I don't even know if she can make a bed. But listen, you gotta wrap better than that.
And I can't wrap the wraps very good because I don't have wrapping skills, because I don't know how to make a bed, because I literally just throw the comforter on the bed every day because I don't like sheets because they squish up your feet and you can't get your feet out. It's true. It's a true story. I'm using one of these Tofoyan wraps.
And like me, she can't pronounce words. Tufayon wrap. Love those. She's gonna make pizza out of it.
I took a tip from Allie, who said to toast your flatbread so that your toppings don't cave in when you're using like a thin flatbread.
So she learned from Allie, and she's toasted the 2-5-ounce wrap before so that the stuff doesn't just fall apart on it.
I know Coach Greg likes a lot of sauce, but I'm not a saucer. I'm with Allie on this one.
She's not a saucer. I'm a circle. She's not a doctor. Who cares what you are? I like a lot of sauce.
He used saucer too. We got him using Big Much and saucer. That is good.
I mean, this is literally all the ingredients that I would want on mine. I love the look of this pizza. I'm wanting 4 of them right now.
Coach Greg approved of my pizza. Oh.
He even got the protein squares, the cheese slices, the same ones that I get.
All right, the anabolic pizza is done. Okay, guys, going in for a bite.
I mean, seriously, how many of you are watching this and thinking, oh, I couldn't diet like that? No, I couldn't handle eating those foods on a diet. Really? This is what she's eating to lose weight. Think about it. Think how easy this is. This is a woman who was 130 pounds overweight and who's lost the weight, kept it off. Does this look like you can't do it? She could do it. Can't you do it?
He's so right. Loving what I eat, eating things like pizza and ice cream every single day and Smart Pop, I love it so much. I don't want for anything. And that's always been what we said way before we even knew Coach Greg, and which is why when we started watching him, we were like, wow, this guy really is honest and he knows what he's talking about, because this is how we lost 130 pounds, loving our food. It's way less complicated than we ever made it out to be. Losing weight is so much simpler. Choose what you like, portion it out, or do the calories. We prefer portions, and it's so much easier than you think. Coach Greg has his recipe book. We have 2 weight loss guides. One is the first 50, where it shows exactly what we ate and what we did to lose our first 50 pounds. It has over 40 recipes in there, and in that book, in the meal plan, you get to eat donuts, you get to eat pancakes, you get to eat foods like pizzas and French fries. You get to eat all the things you love. And in the next 50, it tells you exactly how we lost our next 50 pounds. And again, there's more recipes in there that are brand new and different than the first 50.
Yeah, we have French toast dippers in the next 50.
Yes, we do. Not anabolic French toast, but French toast dippers. So we've been doing the same things that Greg's been doing all along. Why? Because it works.
But she's do-do-do-do-do-do, Abby Sharp do-do-do-do-do, Abby Sharp do-do-do-do-do.
He's singing. And that song is so stuck in my head. Abby Sharp do-do-do-do. All day. Can't get it out. And now we're making anabolic ice cream.
And if this isn't good enough, guess what's next? Ice freaking cream! Anabolic ice cream! You don't know what that means, Abby Sharp. No, you don't need to know. It's a secret between me and my 600,000+ followers.
Yelling and spitting. There are some people commenting on our videos. Can you imagine these 2 in a room? I think that I think things would explode with the 2 of us beeping and bopping. Coach Greg says you need the Vitamix blender. Right, Coach Greg?
Yeah, I get it. Obviously not the Vitamix blender.
Actually, he discovered what we did. Vitamix sucks.
Vitamix sucks. See, they know the truth.
He loves that Vitamix sucks. We know the truth. We've been using Ninja for years because Vitamix is too expensive and it's crappy, and Ninja Blender works way better for way cheaper. It's really cheap on Amazon. We got this for $25.
And we're in Canada, friends, so keep in mind that it's a good deal, for this bag's gonna last us forever.
And I've discovered they're from Canada as well. $25 for the guar gum, bought on Amazon. 200 grams is gonna last a freaking long time. And guess what? Half a teaspoon. People are putting tablespoons of this stuff in. What's wrong with you people?
Canadian friends! Maybe Canadian friends yell a lot and do this. By people, do you mean obese to beast? Coach Greg uses PB2, but that makes me really bloated. So I'm gonna use sugar-free pudding powder, and I'm using a cheesecake flavor today.
No, I've never done a video with jello pudding powder. I use Okay, so I recorded the whole video and guess I'm doing it again because the sound didn't freaking work because batteries suck. I'm angrier than last time now, so let's see if I can finish this video that I just did.
I love that his battery died. Coach Greg, this is a battery charger. This is a plug. I would think that somebody who's right 99.5% of the time would know how to charge their batteries.
So she thinks I use powdered peanut butter in all my protein shakes, and her idea is to use jello pudding powder. Only I use jello pudding powder in most of my shakes, and sometimes I use powdered peanut butter.
I'm sorry, Coach Greg, that I've been busy losing weight and filming 4 videos a week to watch every single one of the 12 videos a week that you put out. Sorry about that I didn't see every single one.
Butter.
And the one thing that Coach Greg doesn't know about are blender faces.
What the heck's a blender face? Is this a real thing? Am I that old? A blender face?
He likes my blender faces. Okay, blender face is when you have the blender and you turn it on and you have to feel the heart of the blender and you feel the soul and then you just go.
And what else are you gonna do while waiting for things to blend but blender faces?
You feel you feel the soul of the blender and you blend with it.
We know for a fact when when Allie wasn't looking, the next time he made his ice cream, he looked around and he made the blender.
He made the blender face, and only Gertie and baby Nikki know.
Keep blending, it will amaze you.
Just keep playing around with it and sooner or later it's going to amaze you.
It's gonna be hold it over your head for 7 seconds.
She's looking kind of nervous with this. If she made it right, she'd be able to just put it over there and shake it around. It's not that impressive. She could have made it thicker than last time.
Okay, I impressed him with my pizza, but not with my 7 seconds over the head blender trick.
It was pretty thick, that's what she said. Like, you could have held it there for longer.
But I was a little bit scared of the stuff go. We're gonna pour this in a bowl, and Coach Greg eats it plain, just like this.
And she thinks Coach Greg eats plain popcorn all the time. But little does she know that actually spray it with the spray butter quite often for 1 second to add 10 calories. And then oftentimes to put the toppings. Yeah, like salt, vinegar toppings, dill pickle, cheddar, whatever.
He might put the seasonings, but he might not know about mixing like Sassy Kyle taught me. You can mix them, put the ketchup and the cheddar together and you make KD. And you put the dill and the white cheddar together and you make cheesy dill. Put this butter flavor cooking spray on it to give it a little more oomph.
A quick spray will help these kernels stick.
Yes.
And then she's like, oh, it's hardly got any calories. But the serving sizes are so small that they round down to 0 half the time. It's not 0 calories. But look, I don't care. I'm not being pedantic. There might be 25 calories extra. Who freaking cares? Make it delicious.
So he is right about the kernels, and we do actually know that usually calorie counts, they're not accurate. When something says 0 calories, it tends to have 2 or 3. But you know what? We pick our battles and we just count that as a 0 because a few extra calories of kernel seasoning when we're currently in a calorie deficit to lose weight, it's not really a big deal. We're eating so clean and so healthy throughout the week, it doesn't really matter for us to add a few. But if that's something that you're not sure of adding those calories, you don't have to do it. We just really like it and we pick our battles. Which Coach Greg also doesn't do, but
Coach Greg also doesn't do, yet I do it in every second video that I eat popcorn in. Have you honestly watched all my videos? I don't spray it and do it? What?
this is not Coach Greg's recipe, this is mine. I'm having half a cup of this 1%. Oh no, I made him fling into the couch. That's so sad. Then cottage cheese,
And she ends the night off by eating cottage cheese, and she puts peanut butter on it. And isn't peanut butter bad? No, there's some good fats in it, and as long as you're not eating too many calories, you're gonna lose weight. I don't put regular peanut butter in it because peanut butter is a trigger food for a lot of people. I eat salmon. Salmon doesn't trigger me to eat the whole salmon. I can control myself around salmon.
He's right, peanut butter can be a trigger food, and that is something that Kyle and I both had to work through. When I was working through my binge eating disorder, there was a lot of foods I couldn't keep in the house because they were trigger foods. I have worked through all of that, and I can keep that kind of thing in the house now. If you're someone that can't, then PB2 might be better for you. I just choose the real peanut butter because I'm okay with measuring a tablespoon and being done with it.
But overall, her diet, I give it a 10 on 10. Because it's working, it's delicious, and this woman is the most excited eater I've ever seen in my life. She's dancing around like Allie when she's eating pickle pizza. She loves her life. How can you not like this?
He gave my diet a 10 out of 10! I got approved! Good job, honey! All right, then, friends, just so you know, we did not pay Coach Greg to do this review. He did not pay us. We did not pay him, and all the other things in between.
Do I look like I pay these people to say this stuff about me? Yeah, she's from Canada, but I've never met this woman before. It's working for her. Abby Sharp, are you jealous yet? All these people are learning from me over you. Are you jealous? No, only Coach Greg is the bodybuilder that's not sustainable. She's freaking sustaining it. 130 pounds she lost. Binge eating disorder solved.
We have never met him. We don't know who he is. We found him online one day and we started watching him because he's so animated and it's hard to stop. Once you watch one, you have to watch more. And his approach to dieting was really similar to ours. And so we decided to do a full day of eating like him, and I had a lot of fun doing it, and I really appreciate that he took the time to review it and be so animated and make it so cool. I really appreciate that, and this was a ton of fun, and I appreciate all you guys coming over from Coach Greg's channel and commenting on ours and vice versa, and thanks so much for watching all of the videos, and don't forget to do the stuff, like the bells, do the at the thumbs up, do the at Instagram at the Colette's, and now we frog up. Yes, thanks for watching. Bye guys, Colette's out, peace. And before we end the video, we want to do a very special thank you to all of our friends out there for 50,000 subscribers. That is so cool. We really love and appreciate your support from the bottom of our heart. For those of you that just came, for those of you that have been here from the very...
That's what she said.
For those of you that just came to the channel, for those of you that have been here from the very beginning, thank you so much. We love you all, and we can't wait to keep bringing you really awesome content. We can't wait to do the next 50,000 with you. Thank you so much. We love you.
And for the trolls out there that said, oh, you got 50,000 now because Greg did a video on, we had 50,000 before Greg's video.
Newsflash, we hit 50 before. Yep. Remember, the friends, that weight loss isn't just about the number on the scale. It's also about here and here. Heart and mindset. Fight through it. You can do it. Don't give up.